Good morning. Right, this walk, I haven't done this walk before, and I notice getting here I've got some uphill to do, so you'll be hearing me wheezing later. This area is called Florencas. Oh, they've still got their nativity scene, look. Can you see that? I'll get closer. So cute. That always amazes me, the size of baby Jesus to Mary. Glad I didn't have to push that one out. It's a whopper. Okay, yeah, Florencas. Still part of the parish of Arco de Caglietta, I think. Much more wooded. Very local. Don't get lots of expats here, although there are a few. And down here, which you might not be seeing until I turn the camera, is a view of the sea. Avocado tree just going mad here, look. I don't suppose anybody's picking them. Oh, and a beautiful white cat. Morning. Now, let's get going. I'll try for the camera not to be into the sun because I realise you don't get a lot of detail then. I can't walk backwards. Well, I suppose I could. The only time we ever come in this direction, really, is to go to the woodyard. Could you see that beautiful wall? That's very Madeiran. You see the detail in that? Not one bit of mortar or dry stone walling. Florencas was hit really hard during the 2010 floods, when there were mudslides. And because it's into the sun, I don't suppose you'll see it very well. But on that bank over there, there were houses washed away. Sadly, people died. Gosh, the winds last night, look, blew all the spikes off the pine tree. That particular pine tree has very long spikes, and when they come off, we call them tuning forks. That's just what they look like. House for sale. These older houses are really out of fashion at the moment. It's not the old ones, it's like the mid-aged ones. 50s, 60s, 70s. Not much in fashion, but people do eventually buy them and turn them into new century houses, make them look like boxes. Yeah, we don't come out this way very often, except to go to this wood yard down the road here, which I never enjoy coming to because they usually have a massive dog on a chain, and there's just enough room to squeak past this beast, Cerberus. That's what I call him, although he has only got one head. There'll be a little bit of traffic because church is just turfed out. I noticed coming up through Loreto. Ooh, some very bright bougainvillea. Builder's yard. Wonder if Cerberus is on his chain this morning. I just get down the hill. The ubiquitous bamboo. It grows everywhere. This hill that I'm going down at the moment, there's one the other side, equally as steep, going up. I'll probably sound like an old organ, a church organ that nobody can play in a minute. Cerberus not in evidence. So he's behind those gates. God knows what they do to make this dog so violent. Oh, not there at all. Maybe he's having a weekend off. Oh no, he has a little house. God, it is little as well. See that up there? Poor thing. Oh, he is there. He must be freezing. Are you there? You're not coming out to bark at me? Oh, that's new. Okay, let's start this hill. We've had mammoth high winds overnight, and I don't know how much rain. I know we've got to start emptying the pool this morning because it's up over the skimmer box. I've only just started this hill. I'm not used to going up. I only do down. Already puffing. I'm going to the UK soon. I think it's about a month. Might even be a month today. And intend to do some walking around the Plymouth area, maybe a little bit of Dartmoor. Best get used to these up hills. Whew. Can you see the tree in bloom there? They use that. It's a mimosa. And they use the flowers to put in wardrobes to keep away moths. At least it doesn't smell like that vile chemical stuff. Or like my grandmother's old fox fur collar. Ugh. Oh, that wasn't so bad. Nearly at the top. Just along here on the right, in a minute, there's a cafe. We'll be entering Loreto. And the couple there, they're quite old, in their 80s. Just recently had this cafe built because the one they were in, that they rented, the owner wanted to put double the rents, putting them up hideously. So they said, no, we'll build our own. But I'm sure the old landlord must think, crikey, how could they do that at their age? Anyway, they did, and it's very successful, known as Bar Africano, because they spent a lot of their working life in South Africa. Oh, I don't like uphill. Puff, puff. Ooh. That's a fairly typical Madeiran driving manoeuvre. Coming out of a car park blind backwards. I'm not caring very much. Across the road. Bar Africano. Always busy on a Sunday. Usually with men waiting for their women to come out of church. But of course they're out now, feeling forgiven for whatever misdemeanours they've brought to the world for the rest of the week. Whew. Yeah. Lots of building work going on. There are grants available at the moment. This is typical. There are grants available to do up old houses. This by the right in front, that was the old house. So they've got the grant to do that. Bon dia, senora. They've got the grant to do that. And instead of keeping it old like they should do, they've made it modern. Looks like it'll be used as a gatehouse, not a house. And then on the land around it, they've built a modern box. Cheats. Cheats and vagabonds. There's many of those on Madeira. But you know, it's a level of corruption you have to learn to live with or move out. Gosh, going into the sun this morning, it's making quite an interesting tone on this video. I don't suppose you'll be able to see that unless you've got a big screen. There's a storm coming in. When I get into Loreto proper, I think what I might do is stop filming and run home, because that's going to be violent. Bon dia.
Bon dia.
Beautiful rainbow over there. Don't know whether you can see that. Another old house, looks like it might have a grant on it. It's quite pretty, Loreto, in places. As you come away from that wooded area, which is, you'd hardly call it industrial, but there are builders' yards in that wood yard. Loreto is much more, I'll just show you around this way, sort of up and coming. Raided a cova. Wouldn't want to live down the bottom of there. There's no road to there. Some cute little old houses. So either you drive to the bottom road and walk up, or come to this top road and go down. When I get to the next cafe, I'm going to sign off and start running, because it's going to be very wet any minute. It doesn't look like it in this direction. Everybody must have finished chatting outside the church and are on their way home to Sunday lunch. It's a big day Sunday here. Apart from church, it's like family day. So they do alternates here, so I'm told. Mother-in-law one weekend and mother the next. Tourist walking bus. This is the busiest cafe. Now it's time for me to sign off, because I guess think, I guess, that storm is still coming. So I'll have a look through the next gap. My favourite taxi driver just gone past. He lives very near me and often collects me. Oh, maybe that storm's gone out to sea. Maybe. So maybe you will get to see the village of Loreto. We're not in the centre yet. The centre is a few shops and a bank and more cafes. This place has more cafes than you can shake a stick at. And I was once told by a Madeiran, it's not because we like coffee so much, it's we like to talk. So they spend a lot of time at the cafes just talking, and they might visit several in a day. God, the road surface down here is terrible. I think I will sign off now, run down the rest of this hill and pick up again when we get to the village. Speak later.